Good morning. It is Tuesday. Feeling refreshed, ready to start this short week. It's gonna be a busy one. I'm on my way now up to do that meeting that got postponed last week with the consulting gig. Gonna do some work with a girl in there. Then I gotta run a few errands, come home, do a bunch of work. I've got rehearsal tonight, but it's gonna be good. I like being busy. I like having short deadlines like that because it forces me to get stuff done. Hope your weeks are off to an awesome start. Hope you had an amazing 3-day Labor Day weekend. Let's get it started. Look who's here. Hey, good, how are you?
Good, man. You all set?
All right. Yeah, just set.
Cool. Alright, so it's going to be 1848.
All right.
And what's the last 4 digits on your card, sir?
I needed some new strings before I go to rehearsal tonight. And I've always been a NanoWeb guy. I like them. Some guys don't because they're, you know, they have the coating on them, whatever. But I actually really like them, and they make them last forever, and I think they sound great. I like the NanoWeb, not the Polyweb. The Polyweb, I feel like I can feel it. The NanoWeb, I don't feel it. Anyway, trying this one, I've had hand issues for a long time, and it's just been bothering me a little more lately. And talking with my father-in-law the other day, I was saying how I've been thinking about going down to a lighter string and everything, and we discussed it, so I finally decided to pull the trigger and get a lighter string on my acoustic. But this is kind of a hybrid thing, I guess. Elixir developed it with Taylor. Yeah, Elixir developed it with Taylor, and it's kind of a hybrid, so has a bolder high end with a fuller low end. So it's still a 13, like I showed you. It's still a 13 on the high strings, which I like, because I don't like the real tinny moving around, whatever. And I don't do a lot of bending on the acoustic. I'm not really a blues player or anything. Don't come up on that much in the theater. But anyway, still kind of thick on the high strings, which is nice, but then the chunkier low strings are going to be lighter than I'm used to. It's a 53. Normally I play a 56. I get it. If you're not a musician, that's probably means nothing to you, and it's probably kind of boring, but I'm looking forward to trying these out. It shouldn't change, I shouldn't have to do too much work on the setup or intonation on the guitar, hopefully. But I think it'll be nicer for my hands having a little bit lighter gauge on those low strings. Now, Guitar Center, the corporate beast that it is, I have the same feelings like I do Starbucks. They make it incredibly convenient to shop there. The prices are good, and the selection is good. I just hate shopping there. I would much prefer to support a little guy. And actually, my hometown, where I grew up, the music shop that I grew up hanging out in and taking lessons in, and a bunch of friends worked there, and I half worked there without actually working there. I remember I used to go in and hang out with my friends. I worked for my dad during the day, over summer and stuff, doing construction, and then at night I had buddies working at the music shop, and I didn't have anything going on, so I'd go in and hang out and just kind of, we'd jam if nobody was around, or we'd just kind of shoot the shit. But I remember on more than one occasion, somebody came in and it was crowded. All of the workers were actually working, and somebody would ask me if I could help them. And I just stepped up and started helping them. The only thing I never did was actually run the register, but I actually made a few sales. Anyway, that store shut down several years ago because in my hometown, Santa Clarita, they put a Guitar Center in, and that was kind of the final nail in the coffin. Everybody went there because the prices are so good and the convenience and blah blah blah, more selection, all that stuff I already mentioned, and it drove poor world music out of business, sadly. So anyway, I do my damnedest to not shop there when I can. I try. There's a small mom and pop kind of shop over near my old office when I worked for the music publisher, and I really like going there, and they have a great setup on cables. But coming from the office today when I was doing that consulting work, it was just a little easier to get over here, and the parking's easier, so I'm a bad person. But it's all good. I got my strings, gotta get home, change them, do some writing. Life is good, life is good. Don't make me feel better for shopping at Guitar Center. Alright, been home for a little bit. Time to change those strings. I've gotten some writing done. I've been doing some stuff online, finish up the vlog, posting that. And now, like I said, time to do some strings. Alright, so I fast forwarded a little bit into the night. I apologize, I didn't film anything since I changed my strings, but I got real busy kind of running a few of the tunes for this show, and then I was locked into the computer doing some more work before I left. Anyway, I went to the rehearsal, it was fun, it all came back to me. I think I mentioned before, I did this show, it's like a one-woman show, using pop tunes and show tunes and some other stuff, you know, kind of telling her life story. It's really cool, it's a fun show. I did this with Julie back in January of last year, so January 2015. So it was neat to kind of get back in there and play these tunes, and some of the ones I forgot about, I remembered, and yeah, it was cool. Anyway, I've had a few conversations lately about not showing a lot of music in my vlogs. You know, I'm a musician, and that's my first career, and it's what I do the most, and I don't show enough of that in my vlogs, and I get that, and I apologize, and I'm going to make an effort to start showing more of that, because I'd love to, and I love it so much, and I would love to share that part of my life with you guys. The issue is that since my main flow is musical theater, orchestra pit work, all of that stuff has crazy rights and copyright and blah 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 blah, so I actually can't show a lot of that stuff. And even if I were to walk into a rehearsal one day and somebody was on stage running something and that was in the background, I'm nervous, and not that I have a crazy amount of viewers or anything right now, but I wouldn't want to get in trouble for that if ever I do have a lot of viewers, or if somebody somewhere saw it and heard that, or I don't know. So I can't show stuff in the theater really when music's happening. And also out of respect to other artists and colleagues and stuff, sometimes people don't want the rehearsal being shown. You know, sometimes you're messing up or whatever, working something out or having ideas, or sometimes I don't want to piss anybody off. So I have to be a little bit careful about that. But Dave and I, the Rocket Trio, we have a show a week from Friday, September 16th. So we'll probably have a couple of rehearsals between now and then. So I'll definitely show some more music in there, and I'll show some clips from that gig and everything. It's a short one. It's at this place called Coffee Meister out in La Mesa. But it'll be fun. I'm excited to play again because we haven't played in a little bit since 4th of July, really. We've had a couple of hangout sessions and little rehearsals and stuff, but we haven't actually played a show in a while. So, and hopefully that's the first of getting some more on the books. I think we're both itching to do it more, so hopefully we'll find some more gigs. And now I believe that is it for me. I'm going to have a little snack because I didn't eat any dinner tonight. I'm going to have a little snack, hop on the computer, do a little work on the blog, and then start editing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Share it with your friends. I want to get lots of viewers. I want to get some subscribers. So if you haven't already, please do. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you had an amazing day. I hope tomorrow's even better. I'll see you tomorrow. Look who's here.